What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, another interesting video for you here on the channel. Today is, will they hold a title in 5 years? I have an asterisk here because there's going to be a few things in this. I am going to count just singles title. It's not going to be a tag team title, not going to be any speed championship titles. I am talking about a solo title. So you're looking at your mid-card titles, you're looking at your main titles, and that's really pretty much it. So we're going to be looking at, I also have to say, not every single men's kind of roster guy. I picked, I think, 40 people that have a case that actually could make sense. There's going to be some that I left off this list. I feel like you could, like, for example, maybe the Tongans. Maybe something happens in 5 years where they're actually looking competitive. Maybe it's Tony D'Angelo. Not involved in this video, but, or even the Creeds. Not involved in this video. Could be a chance, but they're not here today. And we're just going to basically go say yes or no. Will they hold a singles title in 5 years? So let's get started because there's 40 of them, and I don't want to take a minute for each one. AJ Styles. I think this one's going to be obvious and not. When you're seeing this video, it's going to be before the SmackDown that AJ Styles returned. I think right now, AJ Styles is more of a retirement kind of run rather than a try to force anything out of him. Out of run, just whatever it might be. I don't really see him going for a title as of now, I'm going to be honest. So for me, it's going to be no. I don't think we're going to see a singles title run from AJ Styles. And honestly, could be the end of his career coming up. Up next, we have Andrade. This is an interesting one. I put him on here because I generally believe Andrade does deserve a title. But I don't think he's going to get a title. I think when you really look at it, Andrade, you know, the people they put with their titles usually are good mic skills, and if not, they are insane in the ring. Andrade's kind of insane in the ring, so I could see it. It's like Io Sky, for example, but I just don't see him picking Andrade to win something over some other competitors. Up next, we have Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory has a great chance at potentially being somebody that could hold a title, and I'm actually going to say yes. I think Austin Theory is someone that does still have like the charisma, the feel to be a champion, but it's going to be kind of awkward because, he lost the U.S. title. Tried to cash in, lost the U.S. title as well. Austin Theory is just an interesting one. I think that it really should be yes, and it should be already done by now, but hasn't got it. So next we have Braun Strowman. I think Braun Strowman's more in the retirement section of his year. I'm going to go no. I don't think we see Braun Strowman really winning a title here soon, truthfully. I think more just having good matches. Could be something with Uncle Howdy as well. Thought something might happen on the recent episode of Raw. It's just been interesting. I don't think Strowman's the one that's going to put it away, in my opinion. Up next, we have Braun Breaker. I would put a mortgage and how many of my kids up for sale to say Braun Breaker will be winning a title. So Braun Breaker is going to be a yes here. I think just won singles title, lost it, and is clearly going for a main card title, which insane push already. Braun Breaker's going to win it. Braun Breaker's going to win it. Up next, we have Carmelo Hayes. I'm going yes as well. Has shown his promo skills is doing amazing. Has shown that his in-ring work is amazing. One of the best sellers right now. Carmelo Hayes is a yes. This is a future of the WWE, in my opinion. Up next, we have Chad Gable. You could say all you want about Chad Gable. How they might have screwed him over a little bit in Raw with the Wyatt Six story. I think there's a bigger picture with him going to SmackDown, gaining the U.S. title. So I'm going to say yes. I think Chad Gable is going to be someone that wins singles gold, and there's going to be something that was in his contract to really make him sign back. I mean, that was a big reason why he signed back and chose not to. I feel like there's something on my lip, but there's not. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. Up next, we have CM Punk. Obviously, CM Punk will be winning a title. I think we can all agree on this. Not too much to explain. Same with Cody Rhodes. If Cody Rhodes loses this title, I need to say, if anybody has a title in this video, so you're looking at Gunther, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, if they lose the title, would they win it again? I think so. I think Cody Rhodes would have a heel turn later on, maybe in a year or two, and he could have a good title reign there. Up next is, I didn't even click yes. Up next is Damian Priest. This is interesting. Because how would Damian Priest get there? I think that there's a lot of people that love a Damian Priest. Me, myself, and I is one of those people. I'm going to say yes, but I could see a way where We don't. I just think that Damian Priest, chances are, is going to be that guy to win a title back. It's gonna be a long time, and it's gonna play risky. I could see like 3 to 2 years till we see this, and then maybe if it doesn't, things happen. We'll see. Up next, we have Dominic Mysterio. I would be shocked if Dominic Mysterio is not a title holder in 3 years. I think in 2 years to 3 years is the perfect timing. I just don't know if he wins it for sure. I'm going to say yes, of course, though, because I think he's too good of a heel to not get a title on him. Up next, we have Drew McIntyre. Obviously, it's going to be a yes. Drew signed back for a reason. I think it was a reason because he's going to get a title here soon. Up next, we have Finn Balor. This is another crazy interesting one. I'm going with a hot take. I know I said there's a reason why people sign back, but for Finn Balor, if they have wanted to push him, they would have pushed him by now. I think he's going to be more of a veteran role, in my opinion, even though I want him to be in the world title picture, truthfully. I'm going to say no. I hope I'm wrong on this one because I love Finn Balor. My favorite entrance music almost ever, truthfully, probably ever, was the Prince's, the first, for his real like baby face entrance. It's just so perfect, so perfect. Up next is Grayson Waller. If Austin Theory's on here, let me talk about Grayson Waller. Almost didn't include him because I don't think he's going to. Here's the thing with Grayson Waller is that I love him. I think his promo skills are out of this world. I just don't know. I just don't feel like a title is coming. Do I see tag title? Yes. Do I see something else? I don't think a main title is something that Grayson Waller is going to achieve yet. Up next, we have Gunther. Obviously, yes. Don't even need to spend another second on this one. Up next, we have Jacob Fatu. This one's an interesting one as well. But I'm going to be honest. He is too talented to not have a title. I'm going with yes. Jacob Fatu, in my opinion, if you really wanted to, you could give an argument for him to go against Cody Rhodes and he somehow wins. Truthfully. Just being so truthful. He looked that insane. He tanks every hit. He is a amazing performer and has... I know he has good enough promo skills as well. Up next, we have Javon Evans. I really want to include him because there's an interesting case. There's going to be some NXT guys. Javon Evans is an interesting one because I could see him doing really good things in the near future. But how fast? I think we're seeing 2 to 3 years on NXT. So in that 2 to 3 years, I guess, do we see him winning a title? I'm going to say no. I think we're going to be right on the edge of him winning a title. But this is somebody that's going to take time to really develop into that promo. His skills in the ring have already shown. Javon Evans is one of a kind. And I just think it's going to take time for him to really win that title. And I'm talking about main roster, by the way, titles. I'm not talking about NXT. I'm talking about main roster. So it's a no. Up next is Jey Uso. Why would I not say yes? This is obviously yes. Going to use that IC title to then go into the main event picture, in my opinion, and really certify himself as main event Jey Uso. Up next, we have John Cena. It's another yes. I don't think there's not a lot of talk for these. I think when you look at John Cena, 2025 is going to be the year of John Cena. Makes a lot of sense. Up next is Karrion Kross. Wanted to include him here because I think there's a lot of compellingness to kind of say Karrion Kross could or could not win. He's doing one of the best works in WWE in general. I love his promos. I just love his build when it comes to a match. But at the same time, I'm going to say no. I don't think Karrion Kross gets the justice he deserves. I think it's going to take a little bit of time before we see that. And you really wonder what's going to happen with Karrion Kross, in my opinion. I just love the character, but they have not given him the justice he deserves. Up next is Kevin Owens. So interested to see what could happen for this one. I went yes because I think the heel turn is going to maybe get a singles title run here in the future. But I could also lean towards no. I think it's more of a hot take to say yes than no for Kevin Owens. Up next is Kofi Kingston. I'm going to say no, of course. I think we're looking at somebody that's also going to be kind of a veteran right now and kind of grow talent and kind of have these small feuds, kind of just doing well, but not getting a title run. You could disagree with me. I think that's what we're at. I think it's more of a just feud and not title. Go for the title, whatever. Up next, we have LA Knight. Obviously, a yes. He looks like he could be the WWE Championship by next year. So I'm, of course, going to add him on here. Up next is Logan Paul. Get ready for a hot take because I'm saying no. I think Logan Paul's career as a wrestler, it has been one of the most interesting stories we've seen. Somebody that didn't go up through NXT the first time wrestling. It's really just immediately learned how to wrestle and a talented performer, a very talented performer. But here's the thing. I think Logan Paul is more destined. He got the championship run he got wanted. But if he's not willing to be non-part-time, and if he's not willing to forego some of the stuff to be a wrestler, then the fact of the matter is, I don't see him giving him a title after last year's kind of U.S. title run. And I see him more just focusing on feuds with John Cena, with, I was going to say Cody Rhodes. I'm just trying to think of big names. With a Gunther. I don't know. I'm just CM Punk. I could see him just being a feuds guy for the future, and that's where I'm going with this. Up next is Ludwig Kaiser. This is a yes. Ludwig Kaiser's promo skills are insane. They just simply are. His ability in the ring is insane. Ludwig Kaiser has all the abilities. It's just win. And I think Imperium is going to keep growing and growing, and I see him winning it probably 2 to 3 years. Up next is Montez Ford. Almost put Angelo Dawkins on here, but Montez Ford is the one that's the most one that I want to talk about. I think when they break up, if they break up, is when they have the best chance of winning a singles title, and I think they both could, Angelo and Montez Ford. But do they break them up? And because of that reason, I don't think they will probably for another couple years. And if that's the case, can't say Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins are going to win gold, in my opinion. Up next is Nathan Frazier. I added Nathan Frazier on this list because I'm a big Nathan Frazier guy. I love him. I see all the time that people say Shawn Michaels got his Seth Rollins back. Triple H got his Seth Rollins back in the way that he does these crazy flips off the turnbuckle. I think Nathan Frazier is an amazing, amazing wrestler. Do I think he wins a title? That's the interesting part because I think he's almost main roster ready. I think he could go to the main roster if you wanted to by the draft. Could maybe wait a little bit if you really want to go in depth with the story of him and Axiom. Whatever it might be, I could see a way where we really get a what am I blanking? Why am I blanking? I could see a way where instead they wait a little bit, and for that reason I'm going to say no. But I think it's not out of reach to call it. Up next is Obafemi. This is a yes. There's no way you don't think this is a yes. It would be insane if you don't think this is a yes. Up next we have Pete Dunne. Hot take here. No, I don't think Pete Dunne is going to get a title. Do I think he deserves a title? Yes. I think Pete Dunne is one of the most tremendous talents on this roster. But when I really am realizing when I did all these yeses, is there room for a Pete Dunne with what I've seen? I think with him going back to NXT, kind of rebuilding himself does help. But it doesn't help my credibility for him. I just think Pete Dunne is more of a hot take to say no on. Up next is Randy Orton. Of course, Randy Orton probably will take it off of Cody. Rey Mysterio, probably not. Another person that's entering more of a retirement era than not. We have Roman Reigns. Obviously, I think Roman Reigns is a yes. I think Roman Reigns does get this title back within 5 years. Truthfully, Roman Reigns is a GOAT, maybe the GOAT of this company. And Roman Reigns is probably going to get another title run before he retires. Up next, we have Sami Zayn. This one's hard because he said something that in this Triple H area, he doesn't think that he's really has that place to get a really good run. But I do think that we get another Sami Zayn run in the near future. I think it's probably in 2 years we could see him be the one. Maybe he is the one to take off the title from Gunther. Maybe it's not John Cena. Maybe he takes it off John Cena. Whatever it might be, I could see Sami Zayn being the biggest babyface for whatever brand and really just going all out. Up next is Seth Rollins. I'm going to say yes because Seth Rollins is somebody that they love to just put titles on when it comes to birth of them, when it comes to, people come out of injury, whatever it might be. Seth Rollins is a person that I like the most in this case scenario. Up next is Sheamus. I think Sheamus is going to win the IC title and become a Grand Slam champ. before 5 years, so I'm going to say yes for this one. Up next is Solo Sikoa. Obviously, if you are kind of a bloodline member, it seems like you could be in for a title. Solo is probably a yes. I think they're going to kind of rebuild Solo and make him look like this actual boss that he probably deserves to be, that people don't clown him as hard. Up next is Trick Willie. Feel like I would be stupid to not say no, or not say yes on a Trick Williams, but I truthfully don't know. I think this is the one that I could be a little bit sipping the Kool-Aid, and it could be a lie, in my opinion. I think Trick Williams could have a potential of not being able to get it, in my opinion. Up next is Wesley. Wesley's another interesting one because I feel like Wesley is more yes than no, but does he stay in XT a little bit? Does he go to maybe TNA and have some feuds? Is there something like that? I don't know, but I do believe in Wesley a lot, and he's honestly one of my favorite wrestlers, period. So I feel like I have to go Wesley. Oh, I didn't even say yes. Up next, we have Xavier Woods. This is the last one. And a little bit of a hot take, unless you don't think this is a hot take anymore, I'm going yes. I think Xavier Woods will get that solo run sooner rather than later, because I think they want to at least put singles gold on him to give him, somebody that's been working with this company forever, give him a solo run for maybe 50 days-ish even. Just put the title on him so he can be that solo competitor that he deserved to really show out, because he's the only person in New Day that has not got it. They kind of deserve to kind of have it. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.